everyone, and welcome back. I'm Heather Stamper, and today is our Writing Adventure Junior Day. So, today, what I want to talk about in our writing journeys is about a great book versus a gross book and what that even means. So, when you're thinking about what you want to write about, what kind of story you want to make, it's always a good idea to take a look at what you think the best books are and the worst books are, because you want your writing to be awesome, like your best books, your favorite books, the ones you go to over and over again. And you want to stay as far away from the gross books, the worst books, the ones that you never want to touch. Maybe you didn't even finish that book because it was just so. Ugh. So I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about here. So, as you may have already guessed, I love stories about variations on fairy tales and folklore. No, really? I know, right? It's amazing. And one of the books that I enjoy in that respect is the Naomi Novik books. So we have like Spinning Silver, which is basically the Rumpelstiltskin story told through Polish Baltic lens and with their folktale type things. It's a really interesting book, and it's told through the perspective of a girl who, unlike the Miller's daughter, who is just so sweet and perfect and wonderful, this girl's actually kind of mean and a brat, and very, very headstrong. And the Rumpelstiltskin type character is not that so much that he's misunderstood. He has some very bad qualities as well, but everybody ends up being a sympathetic type character, which, it's just like, well, this was really a poor choice, but this person also made some really good choices, and therefore, yeah, you kind of are meant to be together, character X and character Y. Okay, I can live with that. So that I like the complexity of the characters and the way the story is told through a different way. And yeah, great book. Yay. Here's a gross book. And it's a book that I dread to even speak the name, because holy cow, it hurts. It hurts so bad. At least to me. Now, if you like it, sorry. But no, not sorry. This book has problems. Lots and lots and lots of problems. When I was growing up, I really loved The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. I love the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical. I love so many of the, retellings and so forth. I like many aspects of the sequel to the musical, Love Never Dies. But there was one version of it that was just so completely cheese-tastic. And I mean, and I've watched variations on the Phantom of the Opera. The Lon Chaney one where it's like he the mask and the makeup work. I mean, that is really good. The Claude Rains ones is what's called the clean version in my mind, because you never saw a sewer system look so spotless in your life. And it's just like, But anyway, this one version was so cheese-tastic. They tried to modernize it which, okay, interesting enough. Basically, what they wanted you to believe was that the Phantom, the spirit of the Phantom possessed somebody else with his powers of whatever, and is basically trying to find the new Christine in this school, So, I mean, take all of your dark academia and bad spin-offs of things, and then you have this particular book. Whew. To top it off, instead of using black ink, they did it in red ink. Now, the only time that I've ever seen red ink used in a book is in the Bible with the words that Jesus spoke. So that was a distraction of itself. It was just like so gimmicky that it was just like, oh. Would I have even liked it as a teenager? I don't know, man. That'd be a pretty big stretch, even for my ridiculous, fantastical, romantic side of me that was a teenager. It was just, whew. So what does that tell me about the type of books that I want to write? Well, complicated characters, yes. Told in a different lens, absolutely. Just stay consistent with your world. What I don't want is I don't want to have so many tricks and gimmicks that it distracts from the story. I don't want to try and force the narrative, which is pretty much what that book was trying to do. Try to force a narrative into a preconceived package that it just isn't going to work. The plot just will not fit. And it takes away that suspension of disbelief that you should have when you're going into a work of fiction. When you're reading it, it should take you to wherever it's supposed to be. You shouldn't have to question the world logic. If you're questioning the world logic, you really need to consider, do I need to read this book anymore? Because, yeah, if the flaws of the book are so glaring that you have to stop, it's time to put that book away. Okay? This is the reader's PSA right here. Okay, I only say this because I love, because I care. Okay, so there's an example of great book versus gross book. What kind of books do you think are great, and what kind of books do you think are gross? I would love to hear about it in the comments below. If you like these type of videos, please click like and subscribe and dingling the notification bell so that I can, send you a message that, hey, I got a new video up. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.